So in this game, we're going to see Slam in blue. He has switched back from being green. We're going to see Vinchester in pink, and we will look at where the next villager goes. Verde Legend, you are welcome, my friend. And look at this, 4 villagers on wood again for Vinchester, 4 villagers on wood again for Slam. So that seems to be their strategy du jour. Slam's got all of his sheep here. You can see him all cobbed up. He's also pushing in deer. That's going to change his build order just a little because he's not sending the villager to the boar right away. He's got the deer meat there and ready, so he might as well collect it. Vinchester on the other side is doing more scouting, but does not have a close deer patch that he'll be pushing in. If we look at the maps here, we can see Vinchester in purple. He's got his berries off to the side. He has his stone on the back. Not a whole lot doing near his TC. His main gold is going to be way on the front and at a downhill angle, and probably not something that he can wall in very easily. So it's going to be a very, very hard game, I think, for Vinchester to win. Maybe we'll see a lot of aggression from Vinchester to make up for his map. On Slam's side, his TC is very close to the back of the map. He's got berries to the side, stone on the side front-ish, gold on the side front-ish, secondary gold as well. And we're seeing not a ton of structure here for Slam. He may be able to block off this side pretty easy, but he is going to be at least partially open. So I would say it's at least fair enough. I like Slam's map a little better, but Vinchester will at least have a somewhat fair final game, and he'll try to steal another win from Slam. If you're just tuning in, it is Game 6. Slam has won, excuse me, Slam has won 4. Vinchester has won 1. Vinchester really had one beautiful win over Slam, and we do have to give him a lot of credit for that. He is 2250 rated, and it's very, very hard to beat somebody who's 200 points better than you in rating. At least it is for me. If we look, we can see a pretty normal Dark Age build here. I'll increase the speed a little. Hopefully you guys are still out there in the chat, still enjoying. We are on Game 6. Both players are scouting forward. Slam is going to grab this boar. I wonder if Vinchester were a little closer, if he would pull off some shenanigans. He's going to find Slam's gold. He's not going to be there in time to interfere with this villager. He's also going to find his berries, and look at Vinchester almost running right at Slam's TC. He is running close enough to grab those sheep, but it looks like he will not be even trying to steal those. Both of these guys seem like gentlemen to me, so as far as that goes, not too much cooking. Slam is going to miss the wood line and the berries from Vinchester. He's going to run right past them and head around to find the stone pile and probably the gold. So Vinchester with a lot more map revealed as far as what's important. He knows where Slam's wood line is. He knows where his berries are and his gold. Slam is still working his way around to figure that out. We haven't seen very much going on in this Dark Age. At the moment, we're on 20 vills each. And we will see when they click up. No loom for Slam, no loom for Vinchester. So maybe we will see an aggressive Feudal Age again. A lot of these games have not been 21 pop-up scouts. A lot of these games have been 21, 23, men-at-arms. We've seen a lot of early archer aggression. And right now we're seeing 2 villagers from Slam coming forward. They're going to drop a barracks. And we'll see what he ends up doing. He is grabbing loom. Total villager count for Slam is 20 right now. And he clicks up to to Feudal Age. So Slam will be up to Feudal on 20 vills, 21 pop. So the game is villagers now. We've set the final rules, so it will be 20 vills for Slam. Vinchester has now grabbed loom, and he will presumably be clicking up as well. So we will see a 20 for Slam, a 21 for Vinchester. You'll have to remind me who won. It might be Idleville this game. I can't remember. But again, I'll always go back in the chat and check that. I'll make sure everybody gets their appropriate trophies and their bragging rights. Let's see what Slam decides to do with this barracks. At the moment, he decides to do nothing. 3 villagers on gold. And we see Vinchester in here scouting. He's going to find those villagers working on gold, and that's going to give him a little hint into what Slam is thinking. Vinchester's barracks will be up in time, and it looks like maybe he will Oh boy, he's not going to have gold accessible for quite some time, so I would assume we're going to see scouts from him, and we'll see what Slam does. Not even going to try to make a prediction. I'm almost always wrong. For those of you just joining, I'm Tyler, aka Killer B. Thanks for being here. This is my new hobby. I'm loving it lately. Really enjoying watching games on Twitch. I do have a YouTube channel if you want to check it out. Still working on building that up and getting some more games in. But I've really... Hey, Salty, thanks for being here, man. Good to see you again. Don't spend a boatload on a mic. I will feel guilty. But if you do grab one, even if it's a cheap, really crappy one that sounds like you're halfway across the world, we will do a live stream together next time. But yeah, thanks again for being here, man. Yeah. Hopefully I will catch you tomorrow. Thanks again for coming by. Keep up the good work. Hey, I appreciate the encouragement. Double archery range here from Slam. He has moved villagers off of gold for the moment, so that will be something to keep an eye on. Not going to have gold to support archers, at least not en masse. One archery range for Vinchester. So neither player going 21 pop scouts. I'll get what I can on a college budget. Hey man, yeah, do what you got to do. We'll talk about it later. Maybe there's a way to Idleville. I know what a college budget is like. Sir Excalibur, hello, welcome. Look at this. A little bit of forward aggression here from Vinchester. That's going to push Slam's wood line, and it's going to be very annoying for him. Only 2 villagers there, so I wonder what we'll see as far as more towers or more forward aggression. Usually we see 4. Nobody on stone at the moment that I can see. Vinchester is building what? He is building skirmishers, and Slam is building skirms as well. Slam has moved 1 villager over to gold, but for the moment that's not going to be enough to do much of anything. Slam is going to find out very soon that Vinchester is a sneaky little devil, and that he'll be having a watchtower up that will be pressuring these villagers on the wood line. That is a very nice tower location in my humble opinion, and it will force Slam to move his economy. He does have 100 wood, so he can build another lumber camp, and he will come over here to this puny little wood line. Slam coming forward. He's got some skirms. You are great. Nice job. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Always nice to be good at your hobby. I've given up on becoming a pro AOC player. I'm going to do my best to become a pro AOC caster. But check back in. Maybe it'll take me just a couple short years here. I don't see bloodlines for either of these scouts. The skirmishers here forward will help equalize Slam's weak scout, but for the moment that will go down. Vinchester is sending 1 of those villagers back. The second is remaining forward. What is he going to do? Is he just walking back slowly? I think he'll head back as well. Slam's going to come in with those skirms and try to do some annoyance. He will have a slight advantage, one would think, over Vinchester at the moment. Vinchester has plenty of skirms to push this back. He's going to pop those out of his archery range just in time to pick off one of Slam's and push away those skirms. Skirms are just so very weak in this game, but they are going to be doing the job for both players. Slam is finally we're seeing some walls from Slam. This is game number 6 for this series. I'm starting to get tired, so maybe this will be my last one. We're going to see Slam wall himself in, at least on one side of his area. That's going to allow him to protect these lumber camps. At least for the moment, Vinchester has given up on his tower forward. He dropped 1 tower. It was plenty annoying, and it got the job done on Slam's wood line, but he's going to retreat back from that. Vinchester himself looks like he's out here in the on the side of his area, maybe to drop some walls. He is fighting a wolf. Anybody who's seen this channel before knows I love to see wolf kills, but we will not see that. What's the difference between AOC and AOE HD? Oh man, that is a heck of a question. I will answer that after the game because I don't want to fall behind. There are not major differences. There's a couple of different civs, but AOC is the OG game, my friend, or is the slightly OG-er game. Couple of villagers here on stone for Vinchester, and we're seeing a little bit of a skirmisher army coming forward. I did not see that upgrade that Slam just grabbed. He's going to have skirms as well. +1, +1. +1 damage for Vinchester. 3 villagers on gold for Slam. Vinchester still not able to take any gold, or not trying to take any gold. He's going to drop a stable finally, and that will do pretty well against Slam's skirmishers. Right now, it's a full-on skirm war. Slam has the hill, he has a little better micro, but I think Vinchester is going to have a slightly bigger army. At the moment, it is 5 versus 6, and we'll see those really wimpy skirmishers fight each other for a while. Slam just finishing his berries, starting to drop some farms. And at the moment, we're just seeing wimpy skirmishers versus wimpy skirmishers. Slam's going to grab a few here, not bad, coming back to grab most of what's left of Vinchester's army. And I think Vinchester will probably beat a full retreat here pretty soon. His numbers are so much lower that he's probably going to turn and run. He will. He'll reinforce with 4 more skirms. He's going to drop a mining camp. The problem is, can he hold Slam back from pressuring that mining camp? He will put a forward watchtower. That will be nice for him. It's really going to slow down his gold collection because he won't be collecting any gold until that is up. And another problem is, can he hold Slam long enough? He should be able to. He's actually got reinforcements coming, full skirmishers coming from both players. Slam is actually now adding some archers into the mix, and Vinchester is adding scouts, and those scouts are going to go gangbusters at least for a minute until Slam's archers show up. So, Vinchester with a little bit of an advantage army-wise at the moment. He's got a few scouts that are probably going to pick off a skirmisher or 2 for free, but there will be archers here soon, and he's got to pull those back, which he will. There isn't really much difference between Schmalogen, my boy. Thank you for helping me out in the chat. Okay, so 5 villagers on gold for Vinchester and 6 villagers on gold for Slam. We're going to see a forward watchtower to protect that gold from Slam. And we're going to see these scouts, which are not bloodlined, sort of skirt around this army. They don't want to get in too terribly close. But all in all, we're going to see Vinchester push Slam back here. Slam's going to reinforce that army with a few more archers and a few more skirms. And hopefully he's going to hold off Vinchester until his tower goes up. For those of you just coming in, we're watching Slam's road to 2.5k. Slam is the highest rated player in the game right now. Am I wrong about that? I'm pretty darn sure that he is. But I'm always wrong about something. Look at the wolves here. We might see a wolf kill. Will a wolf get a kill on one of these skirms? That would be fantastic. I love to see wolf kills. We do see Slam here holding his own. His tower will be up in time to defend this. I think he's going to be okay in the long run. If we look at the resources, we can see Vinchester has the gold, but not the food. Slam is getting close on both. So we might see Slam up to castle first. He is grabbing a wheelbarrow. And we're seeing a pretty good battle, actually. This game is very close. The wolves have not gotten a single kill that I could see, but I just wish they would. Look at this skirm on 3 health. The wolf kill! We saw a wolf kill, people. Oh, man. It doesn't take much to get me excited. Sir Excalibur, yes. Wolf kill! Slam made a perfect pact with the wolves. He sure did. So, so Slam there. The wolf kill is real. The wolves are strong in this game. So we did see a wolf kill. We are seeing more archery ranges from Slam. We're seeing him click up to castle. I wonder if we'll see some skirms added to the mix. A couple more archers here coming in. Vinchester, on the other hand, is building forward another stable. And where are all of these vills going? They're going to go drop a lumber camp. And it looks like, oh, that's an interesting move from Vinchester. He's really run out of trees here, so he went all the way across the map. It looks like for the moment, Slam is not going to have enough stone for another TC. Vinchester will probably have enough for 2. I would expect to see him pull these 2 villagers off of stone soon. 2 stables for Vinchester and another archery range, so 2 stables, 2 ranges. Slam will have 4 ranges. Slam's starting to do a little stonewalling to keep Vinchester out. That's going to be just fine against those scouts. So unfortunately for Vinchester, he's not going to get any more aggression. And look at this little mix from Slam. Skirmishers and archers. A pretty nasty looking little bundle there. So 4 ranges for Slam. Let's see what he is queuing up in those ranges. Thanks to Milmano for giving me some hints earlier. The plus-minus buttons. I love this game, but I am not ashamed to admit that I have a lot to learn. Slam is coming up to Castle. Vinchester is going to get Wheelbarrow. Don't worry, getting excited, but by not much is kind of mandatory. I can't read the end of that arc, and I'm still too noobish to be able to see the whole chat in my game. I'm still not even sure how to make that happen. We do see some scouts in here for Vinchester. They are not bloodlined, but they could come in and try to harass that wood line, but they're going to come back out and head back home because Slam has a conglomerate. Is that even the right word? Slam with a pretty nasty looking army here coming forward. He's going to hit Castle. Will we see crossbowmen right away? We see Elite Skirmisher and Bodkin Arrow. So that makes sense, I suppose. There's many more skirms here than archers. So we will see that. We'll also see Vinchester with a few scouts in here. The problem is that Slam's loomed villagers are going to try to push them away. And here comes a spearman for good measure. So it looks like Vinchester will have bloodlines. He'll have scale barding armor. It looks like a knight build for him. Slam on the other side with a getting crossbow in. I didn't even see that. And he'll have elite skirm in just a moment. So Slam will have a nasty little army here in the middle of Vinchester's area, and that's going to be a real problem for Vinchester taking gold. Slam doing a good job to clean up the last couple scouts here. Although they are bloodlined, they are going to be deadlined. That is not a good joke. Please tell me you didn't laugh at that. And look at this. Slam perfectly happy taking arrow fire on these elite skirms and holding Vinchester off of his gold. So Vinchester will hit Castle. If we look at his resources, we'll see that he only has 306 gold, and he's not going to be able to collect any more, at least for now. Maybe we'll see a second TC right away from him on this gold if he can ever push Slam away from his area. Defensive tower here, villager count at the moment is neck and neck, 43 for Slam, 42 for Vinchester. On Slam's side, are we seeing another TC? I didn't laugh until you told me not to. Schmlogan, definitely don't laugh at the following jokes. That might be my new comedy routine. Slam is going to come over and pressure this wood line. At the moment, this gold is open. I wonder if we will see a TC there. It doesn't look like we will, at least for now. Vinchester has spent all his gold. What's he spent it on? He spent it on knights. So we have knights coming out of both stables, and those might do a decent job with this army. But we will have to wait and see how many crossbows are left when that time comes. He will probably need to mass a few of us. Same, you baited us into laughing. Hey man, I need every trick I can use to get people to laugh. So we're seeing scouts there. We're seeing knights here on Bloodline HP. We're seeing 1 defense, and we're going to see some skirmishers dying off. So Slam's aggression forward for the moment seems like it's in doubt, but check this out. Slam always at the ready. He's going to have 5 cav archers in to aid this little group. At the moment, Slam is focusing those skirmishers on villagers. He is not even bothering engaging those knights. Of course, skirmishers having trouble with anything that's attacking them at close range. So, for the moment, Slam's army will mostly survive. He did lose quite a few there. Villager count is +5 for Slam. If we look on his side, we see Slam is very happily taking a bunch of wood on the back. He really doesn't have a lot of gold to take, or he isn't taking, he has plenty of gold to take. What am I talking about? Here's a second pile right here. Seeing another stable from Slam. Potentially going to do some defensive work. He sees his opponent going for some knights. Vinchester at the moment is queuing knights out of one stable but not the other. That makes sense because he only has 31 gold in his bank. We see gold shaft mining from Slam, and we're seeing a second TC finally from Vinchester. Unfortunately, it's not going to make a safe gold pile. That would be a very nice TC, but he's really got a tough map for that. I mean, over here is obviously not an option with Slam's army there. He could have put it here. I think there's enough space here, but he did not. He is the pro, and I am not, so I'm not here to criticize. Look at Slam coming forward with more cav archers. A couple of knights here from Vinchester. A couple of skirms as well. Not sure that those are going to get the job done, but he's going to push Slam off for a moment. We're going to see more Cav Archers coming in the back door. Slam up on the cliffs. We'll have a cliff advantage, and maybe these Cav Archers can support these skirmishers from the cliff. So, and we'll see them do just that. So Bloodline's coming for Slam. That's going to beef up his Cav Archers. Those right now are +2/+2, so they are pretty beefy already. And look at more of them coming in here from Slam. And it looks like Vinchester's going to have to run off from this battle. One of those knights going down, potentially another. For the moment, they'll survive. But Vinchester's gold here is going to be in serious trouble very soon. He does have 2 TCs. Villager count is 53 Slam, 51 for Vinchester. Slam is in. What is he going to do with it? He's going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4. That was me doing the count. 4 villagers down, and probably more to come. There's a 5th. There's a 6th. And this is starting to look like it's going to get out of hand. It looks like Slam might have this game wrapped up. 700-point lead, very happily booming back at home. 2 TCs now for Slam, very happily in his own area. He's got some stone walls up as well, and look at him just coming in and grabbing as many villagers as possible, taking quite a bit of arrow fire from this TC and from this watchtower, but right now it's all about villagers, and it looks like Slam is grabbing plenty of those. A 3rd TC will be up for Vinchester. The problem is he's going to be -8 villagers, and his army seems to be nowhere to be found. He needs to do something. Do something, my friend. I don't know how to beat Slam. I'm not even going to pretend that I can give him any advice, especially since this happened in the past. That seems pointless. But for the moment, a little bit of a stalemate. Slam will run in again, probably grab a farmer or 2, and take off. That is the beauty of cavalry archers. They come in, they steal 3 villagers, and they walk away before your skirms get there. Healthy chug off of the old Kiefer. And we see Slam here putting a 3rd TC down. He has a ram on that watchtower, and it looks like he's going to be just fine back at home. Meanwhile, Vinchester is in here with some knights. He's going to keep the pressure on these Cav Archers. I fought Slam once. I died. Well, hey man, you and everybody, almost everybody else who ever fought him. Little bit of a hill advantage for those archers for a second. Little bit of micro here from Slam. Running, shooting, running, shooting. It looks like he'll get some more knights here, but all in all, oh, yep, another knight down. Does he target this one right away? He does not. He's going to get that one as well. I haven't played this game in a long time, says Rock Protector. Rock Protector. Why would a rock need a protector? You're going to have to explain your name to me, my friend, or I'm going to have to get angry. No, I'm just kidding. But Slam on the front with many more Cav Archers, and although Vinchester will clean up this army in the back, Slam is already here on the front with a whole nother set of Cav Archers. They're going to take Vinchester's gold away again, at least for a minute, and Slam is going to pull out to a 1,000-point advantage. So Vinchester's still hanging around in this one, but it doesn't look good for him. Elite Skirmisher coming for him. That will help him defend a little. At the moment, 4 idle vills in this TC. If you don't count those, then it is a nearly 20 villager advantage for Slam. 19 vills at the moment. This is game 6 of a set of 6 played today. Slam is on his way to 2.5k. He did win 4 out of the first 5. Unfortunately for him, winning 4 out of 5 against Vinchester only gained him 1 point. I protect the ways of rock and roll, man. Okay, Jack Black is officially here in the channel. Rock Protector is Jack Black. Thank you for being here, Jack Black. It's great to see you. I love School of Rock. Keep it up, my friend. I love Tenacious D. Really appreciate your art, my brother. Ram's coming forward here for Slam. He's going to pick some villagers here, putting this castle up. That castle's on 99%. Just one more hammer or 2, and it is finished. It will push those Cav Archers away, but Slam will continue to increase his villager advantage now at 21. Vinchester's still not taking a whole lot of gold here because of all of the pressure. I don't see him taking any gold anywhere, so maybe he's going with a straight elite skirm build for a few minutes here. He is going to grab gold mining. He does have elite skirms waiting for Slam's Cav Archers. Will they be in the right position? They're currently patrolling. They need to be over here. Come over here, skirms. Looks like they will eventually get in the right spot and at least put a little pressure on those Cav Archers. The problem is there's just so many Cav Archers, and I don't see any ballistics there. Looks like he's missing by a metric mile, a cubic mile, a metric ton. It's a late night, people. This is my 5th game streaming. I'm Tyler, aka Killer B. Thanks for being here with me. I really love this game. I'm really enjoying streaming it over the past week and a half. Hopefully you guys like it too, and I think I'm going to keep doing it, even if people hate it. Maybe I'll just try to find a way to make people like it at least a little. A couple villagers against these rams. They're going to put some pressure on. We do see a Tarkan from Vinchester. The problem is that these Cav Archers are a real problem. If we look at Slam's resource count, it's starting to get up there. We might see him click to Imperial in not too terribly long of a time from now. Those Cav Archers are straight up beefy. We're going to see a couple of rams in on this tower. They're going to take that down pretty easily. The Cav Archers are here to support them, and they're going to be here to clean up any vills that pop out. Defensive tower here from Vinchester to keep this stone, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. At least these rams will grab this tower pretty much full free. Slam is up to Imperial, and he's just keeping the pressure on. When you're clicking up so much earlier than your opponent, it's just about keeping the pressure on, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4 more vills going down there for Vinchester. The count is now 86 to 62, so Slam with a huge villager advantage. And the biggest problem for Vinchester is he really hasn't been able to take this gold safely. In fact, it seems like he's abandoned that gold. He does have a 4th TC up. He's now taking gold over here, but only with 4 villagers. At the moment, it's elite skirms for Vinchester, and that seems to be about it. So, more elite skirms for him. Quite a few idle vills here at the moment. Vinchester, come on, buddy, get it in gear, my friend. You've only got 70 vills, and looks like Vinchester is calling the GG. So there you have it. I'm tired. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We watched a set of 5 games between Vinchester and Slam. We saw Slam take 4 out of the 5 that we watched. He also took 1 game that we didn't watch. So it is Slam 5 games to Vinchester's 1. And the ratings will be a little bit closer for Slam to get to 2.5K.